Welcome back, everyone. Today is our final day traveling on Allure of the Seas, and we couldn't have asked for better weather. Today's port is Nassau, Bahamas, and those crystal clear waters you see in the movies were on full display today. Before we do actually get off the boat, we start with a nice breakfast, but we do things a little differently as we head down to the Windjammer buffet instead of ordering our morning room service. After breakfast, we then head off the boat and go explore the local markets of Nassau, and ultimately we give our thoughts on Nassau versus Coco Cay and kind of how the ports compare to each other. We didn't spend too much time on the island, and we actually head back to the boat pretty early, but we do get to soak up that beautiful sun that we've been having all day before saying goodbye to the Bahamas as we head back home. Also, Sorrento's pizza has been a staple for us all trip long, and it was about time we gave it the review that it deserves. Now, before heading to dinner, Nicole and I actually share our favorite and least favorite parts about Allure of the Seas as we reminisce over our fantastic vacation that we just experienced. We do top the night off with our dining review where the waitstaff were the star of the show, followed up by a comedy duo that was shockingly hilarious. Either way, thank you all for joining us on this journey all week, and if you enjoyed tagging along with us on these adventures, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, off to the Bahamas.
Good morning from day 4, where we are now over in Nassau, Bahamas. And right out to our right is Atlantis. We do have the sun just coming up over the edge over there. I don't know what these are in front of us. They look like they're possibly homes, but they look kind of almost like demolished, like that one over there. And then these two in front of us. I'm not too certain. Either way, we're going to start the day with the Windjammer buffet, and then we're going to head out here to explore the Bahamas. You ready to get our day started?
Yes, but no, because it's our last day, and the sooner we get it started, the sooner it ends, and the sooner we go home.
That is very true.
My logic.
Right next to us, Anthem of the Seas is back over here, pretty much mimicking our entire route. What I didn't see is this. Let me show you something. Look at that giraffe over there. It's got like a little floaty on it. Their rock climbing's on the side. Looks like a pretty nice boat actually though. And then we have Carnival, and I don't know what's in between Carnival and Anthem there. Maybe like a Norwegian or something. It's definitely a smaller boat. All of that said, we need to come in, head to Windjammer, and go ahead and try a breakfast. We haven't done it outside of room service yet. This is kind of cool. You can actually do like a build your own yogurt bowl. So you have your different yogurt options, and then right next to it are some fruits, raisins, things like that. It's actually really smart. This is the omelet making station over here, so you can see them over there. And if you want some sunny side up eggs, right over here, I think. This is fried eggs. I guess they're kind of the same thing. Well, I've tried a little bit of everything. As you can see, I have bites out of pretty much all of the dishes here. I would say it was okay. It felt a little tough for me on both of the bread type options. So the waffle and the French toast were both a little tough for me. But what do you think?
It's pretty good. I think in general, I prefer a lunch or a dinner buffet over a breakfast buffet. The waffles are super thick and dense, and I wish they were a little more light and airy with a crisp to them, so they're a little heavy. But the sausage was really good, and the eggs aren't bad.
I probably have to agree. I think the eggs were my favorite part of the dish. Even the donut was not my favorite, but it wasn't too bad. Weirdly enough, too, this croissant was pretty good. This was a Nutella croissant. That was pretty good. The bacon, I don't know. It just doesn't taste super good to me. Everything else was pretty edible. The bacon just, I think, is a little funky for my liking. We haven't tried the parfait yet. I feel like those, the make your own parfaits would probably be pretty good. And the juices are always pretty decent. Nothing crazy, but also not too bad. We are following signs again for the gangway to head out. Wait, nope. I think we keep going this way. Oh, there we go. Yeah, gotta keep going this way. We are getting off the boat. Here we go. These are steeper ramps for this one. Heading on to Nassau, Bahamas. It is a windy one here on Nassau right now as we are heading down. I actually don't totally know where to go. This is definitely more of an active area than Coco Cay. Coco Cay is so like private. People do live here in probably a decent amount versus like Coco Cay, you know, it's so local like that. But either way, we are heading out now. I don't even know, like I said, where we're heading, but Atlantis is over that direction. Well, there is our boat, the Allure. Next to us is Anthem of the Seas. And then over here we have the MSC Magnifica, and then Carnival something on the end. It looked kind of smaller or right around the same size as the MSC boat. Oh, there's another one right here, kind of right in between. It's another MSC boat. Lots of boats here at Nassau today. It is the Carnival Dream all the way at the end here. There are a number of yachts out here today. We have one over here to the left that looks massive. Looks like we have two decent sized ones out there as well. And it looks like you have even a few more docked along the side. So a lot of yachts out here. Looks like they have this giant screen doing like ads for different things that you can do here in Nassau. It definitely felt like a lot of them were leading over there to Atlantis. So I feel like they probably have quite the stranglehold on advertisement here. We are kind of, I think, officially like out here now. We have kind of cleared all of the boats. They're all now to our right. Some of like the shopping districts and taxis and all that right now. Well, this is the shopping district here. All of our bargain goodies. Oh, I see the swimming with pigs over there. Except that is all sold out. Makes sense because, again, having 4 or 5 boats here, I feel like that stuff sells out pretty quick. All right, we have made it to the straw market over here. Going to kind of wander through, take a look at some of the stuff here. Look at these aisles we are walking through right now. So tight throughout here. Figuring out how everything is done. These are all wrapped up, so I don't know if they open later. It's not that early. There's some fun like wooden things out here. You have chess set, dominoes, cigar things, baseballs. It's kind of cool. I feel like I saw some of these like designs on people's doors. At the other end of the straw market, you have like a candy store down here with maybe like a bar up top playing some music, and some shops down this street here. Very busy out here. How's your first taste of Nassau?
I think I like yesterday's excursion better. Or yesterday's port.
So why do you say you like Coco Cay more? What's...
I think like it's a little overwhelming, like all of like the shops. Like,
welcome to Jamaica.
not the shops, but I guess like Coco Cay, it was like this quiet little island. Like, here's this part of the beach, here's this part of the beach. Where this is just like, people are like, hey, come here, hey, come here. Hey, do you want cigars? Hey, do you want sunglasses? Like, come in this shop, come in this shop. And it's like, ooh, like, let me look and leave me alone.
That is definitely the vibe of Nassau. It's a lot of locals trying to sell you things, kind of get you to come into their shop, spend money with them. You definitely have to travel off of this main strip if you want to go do anything. But if you don't have anything already booked, again, it's always a little weird to try and find some sort of transportation over there as well. You could walk to some places, but it is still kind of a hike. Well, we've kind of circled quite a bit over here. A lot of shopping for sure. We need to try and find somewhere to kind of, I don't know, see if there's something else to do. Because as of right now, it's just a lot of shopping. A lot of clothes too. It might be interesting if there was like other items, but definitely a lot of clothes. So Nicole saw a long sleeve that we're gonna go and see if we could find something either similar or I guess just like see how much it was. But they were saying like it was like one for $35 for a lot of like long sleeves or like t-shirts, I think is what it was. But it just seems like kind of pricey. I thought last time I came to the Bahamas, like everything was really cheap. Maybe because it's so popular now, maybe people aren't as inclined to like sell cheaper. Look at how blue the water is here. So clear. You could see all the way at the bottom. Kind of just walking over here. We're right next to a Senior Frogs. I feel like those are always so classic to anywhere that feels any sort of Bahamian breeze kind of vibes here. But again, ocean, so freaking clear. A lot of boats going out. We have some excursions here to our right getting ready.
So it is noon right now, which means that we have about 2 hours until we're actually leaving. Again, very, very short time here on Nassau compared to Coco Cay. We had an extra like 3 hours. Plus, I feel like we almost got in a little early. I guess, what was your overall thoughts on Nassau? Obviously, we just talked about it just a minute ago, but...
I think if we were to like come back for another Nassau day, I would want to make sure we have an excursion booked. I think it's interesting looking at the shops and like all the trinkets, but I feel like they are kind of overpriced. So if we were to come back, I would love to do like a snorkeling or a pig adventure or like even like a ATV or a jet ski type thing, and then maybe spend some time looking at the shops versus just the shops, because that's not going to take up much time.
You think we're going to have any issues with the rum?
I think we are.
I hope not. It says up to 2 liters duty free. I don't think I totally know what duty free is. I thought that was like taxes, so I thought like you didn't have
I think you're
taxes.
Right.
I don't know.
I was in the wrong.
No issues coming through. Bag went right through, no problem. I did hear from the lady that we were talking to as we were getting off the escalator was that because it is the last day before we go home, they don't really care because they're like, hey, you're going home tomorrow. What does it really matter? So we got through, no problem. Not saying that's going to be the case for everybody, but we didn't have any issues. We have made it back to our room. Again, such a beautiful view out here. It's too bad that the port is a little different in my opinion. Either way, we're gonna head up to the pool right now. We only have about an hour and a half till we actually take off. But just wanted to get one more nice view here before we do head upstairs. One big thing I think I would recommend is if you are planning on getting off the boat here at Nassau, because it is so primarily like focused on the shopping, I think I would definitely do an excursion if you guys were trying to have more entertainment here. It's just a little hard if you aren't trying to just shop to do too much here, in my opinion. So I think if you guys are coming here, keep in mind, it's the first like whole district there. It's about a mile long, it feels like, maybe 2, I don't know. It's a lot of shopping. And they do offer excursions on the island here as you're kind of like walking about. They're pretty aggressive about it. But I think I would just book ahead of time, save some money through the app or whatever you need to do. But I think next time we come to Nassau, I don't know if I would necessarily get off the boat unless we had an excursion planned, or if I wanted to pick up something very specific out in the shopping district. Otherwise, I just feel like looking at the beautiful views is nice, but I don't know if I want to go walk around those streets, you know, just kind of moseying around, not really having any plans. So excursions, I would definitely get off, or if you have things that you want to do, or maybe you just want to go like check out Atlantis. That's probably another reason you might want to get off of the boat. We have made it out here to the sun deck right now. We're gonna go ahead and swim. Oh, we can see our neighbors next door. Let's go take a look over the ledge and see. We have some music, a lot of people on the boat today. Not like Coco Cay, it was pretty empty, it seemed like, even in the afternoon. Oh, somebody's in the crane there. That is, I feel like, an iconic piece of the Quantum class, is that like crane that they have. That MSC ship though, that is a massive ship. You can see they have like the roller coaster, I think, on the back there. They have a water park, but there's a lot of people hanging out on Anthem as well. It looks like not as many as the Allure here, but either way, wow, looks like a nice ship. Those MSC ships, anyone know much about them? I guess if you do, let me know. I've never really researched them. I don't know how good they are, if they're affordable, or I guess what the like, I don't know what you would say, like the big selling point of them is, you know. I feel like Carnival, it's like party ship. I feel like, you know, Disney, obviously Disney. So what's like MSC's shtick, you know? That is a long way down if you've got a fear of heights. Every single time I put my camera or my phone over the edge, I just grip it like crazy because I'm so nervous. But this is fun. I like seeing all of the boats up here as we are kind of looking out. Very industrial over here in Nassau around the corners, but it makes sense. Obviously, being an island, they do a lot of importing of their goods because I don't know how many natural resources they have on the island. I am shocked. We were just walking by this and one of these like sunbed things was open, so we ended up just picking this up. I feel like they are always taken. There's only maybe like 10 to 15 of them up here in the center area. Nicole's grabbing our towels. We were right there just a second ago.
Check this bad boy out. You get one of these like little bed things? I don't even know what you would call this. You just lounge now. It's just a bed.
No beach
I don't know.
bed.
You can fall asleep and probably get Except I feel like there's lines here. I feel like you could get a bad tan with like lines on your face.
I'm gonna head over to the Wave Riders to see if anybody is on them because I've been wanting to try them. I've had them on like 2 of my boats so far that I've ridden, and I feel like I've never done them, so maybe today is the opportunity. We'll see what the lines are looking like and how busy they are. And I would like to try them. They just look like a lot of fun. Oh wow, it still looks pretty busy over here. I thought it might be a little bit less busy, but it looks like it is pretty much just as crowded as ever. You can see they have 2 of them going. I think you can like do belly boarding, or you could do it on your knees, or you could do like standing. I don't really know all of the details. There's one on the other side. I'll go check that one. But I believe it looks pretty busy. I don't know if that's the line over there to the left or if nobody's in line, which is right here to the right. Let's see what the other side is looking like. And I think this is the line here to the right, maybe. I don't know, both of them do seem to be pretty busy. This one is only a single one. I wonder if this one is more advanced, more people doing stand-up style.
Coming on. Show us what that would look like if you had to do a nice big yawn, stretching out for all the people here. Just, oh yeah, flex that out. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh yeah, you're tired, you woke up, you had a big party last night, stretch it out. Let's hear it for Adam!
So I was watching the Sexiest Man competition.
Oh, as was I. I
What'd
thought
you
second
think?
place should have came in first.
I didn't see enough. I came up like last second. I feel like there was that bigger dude that was just having a blast. That guy was going nuts.
Oh, the bigger dude? Adam was his name.
Oh yeah, so
Tip, tip, hooray.
So if you
Wow.
haven't tipped, you can tip. They give you some departure information as we were coming back into the room. We got an elephant today with the googly eyes. We did a done tip. You can like tip beforehand so that way you don't have to do anything tonight, but we'll probably still add a little bit just because they've been so fantastic. But we are going to head up to the back deck and do a little like time lapse of us leaving because we are taking off here from the Bahamas. I feel like everyone's, having a drink as they're sailing away, and we're having food as we sail away from the Bahamas. Kind of stinks. We're only a few hours almost away, I feel like. Well, I guess we still have like, 8 hours, 10 hours? So like the day's over?
3 o'clock? So yeah, I mean our show's at 11:15, so we still have a long day ahead of us.
True. But I guess like until Thursday's done. Because then I feel like, you're just sleeping until you wake
Our
up.
trip's over.
Yeah. I feel like there's little islands all the way out there too. I probably should point out in the distance there, again, other 4 boats are there. There is a travel advisory for the Bahamas right now. I don't know if that's why we're leaving early. It has been here since like January 2024. So I'm not really too certain if that has anything to do with timing, but there was another royal ship there, so I wouldn't think so. But I know that they do have a travel advisory, or they did, because the crime was pretty high over there. And I feel like you could kind of feel that. It just feels a little too aggressive for a port. So I don't know, but if I know, I will put in the comments or something that it was or wasn't. And in fact, it was in like the end of January that was going on. So I don't know if they removed it or if it's still going on. Either way, we were fine. I don't think anyone had any issues, but something to keep in mind when you're traveling. Maybe check up on that, because I feel like that's something a lot of people would overlook. Now that we are sailing away back home, basically, we'll do some laps out there in the ocean, but we're gonna go ahead and do a nice Sorrento's review. You guys ready for the pizza review? It has been long awaited. I'm sure you guys are all waiting for it. Only the finest pizza you're going to find around. Sorrento's, baby. The best thing you can do is doctor up that pizza with some of that cheese and the red pepper flakes and the Italian seasoning. So this is, hands down, the best pizza I might have ever tasted, ever, on a cruise ship. It's our only option on a cruise ship. It's average pizza, right? It's basically made in an oven. Kind of feels like something you would buy at a store. It's not bad. The best part about it is it's open till like 3 a.m. And I think that's the best part about Sorrento is it's just those late night pizzas. I probably have eaten like 2 or 3 whole pizzas by this point. It's not bad. You know, you doctor it up, does all right.
You know, I feel like they say like there's no such thing as bad pizza, and there really isn't. Like at the end of the day, it's hot, it's cheesy, it's fresh, and it's free, so I'll eat it on the cruise.
Is it free if we've already paid for the cruise? I guess that's the real question. Either way, Sorrento's is always popping. It's a great option here. Again, if you want something late and quick, they've always got it. I like that they actually rotate pizzas there, so they have different flavors. So today's was this Caribbean one, so it's like pineapple. Yesterday was some sort of like veggie.
Meat lover.
Yeah, or wait, was it meat lover? I thought it was like mushrooms and stuff.
Yesterday
Maybe that was
was
first
meat
day.
lovers, and then the day before it was barbecue chicken.
They also have a veggie and gluten-free pizza. You just have to wait for it. It's not like readily available. So if you guys want either of those, just ask them and they'll make you a fresh one. And I guess you probably just get the whole thing to yourself. A little pina colada to say, see ya, alada. I don't know, I thought it would work better. Either way, yeah, we picked up a pina colada here to kind of just hang out by what seems to be a pretty nice sunset coming in just a little while here. Nice weather today, so we are just kind of putzing around. Can feel the boat moving again a little bit, right?
A lot of it.
Yeah, definitely. Or we have sea legs. Maybe we have sea legs.
Well, that's probably it.
How is the pina colada? We did a Miami Vice the other day, and I think my opinion was that I liked the pina colada portion more than the strawberry.
You know, typically I like the Miami Vice because the pina colada almost has like a bitter flavor to it, and I think the strawberry cuts it. But this is actually very good. So, good choice, Billy Boy.
We are honking the horn right now. Don't really know why, but I don't know. Ooh, that's a good pina colada though. Tasty, refreshing. We should have more of these. This is the stuff. It's so smooth, so good. That's nice. I think I'm a pina colada fan. However, we're like honking like crazy right now. I don't know why they were doing it, but I guess they decided to stop. Maybe we're passing another boat and they wanted to say hello. There's a boat out there though. Who knows? Look at this water. Doesn't that look just like crazy out there? So nice. Sun out there. It's been fun. It's been a good time. So while we're hanging out, sipping on our pina colada, what would you say has been your favorite and least favorite thing of this trip so far?
Ooh, it's a good one. So I have 2 things, even though you said what's my favorite. I think one of my favorite things has been getting upgraded to the ocean view room because I wasn't expecting it. And going into this trip, I was like, no, we don't need a balcony at all. Like, we don't even need a window. And now having the ocean like right there to wake up to has just been beautiful every single morning. And I really like enjoy that view and I'm grateful for it. And I think, you know, not surprisingly, my favorite thing has been the perfect day at Coco Cay, that hideaway area we were in. It was just everything I wanted and more. I mean, the pool was beautiful and I loved the island and it was just the perfect day in the sun. So I'm really grateful we got to experience that. I think my least favorite thing has been like almost a personal thing, and that's I get tired so easily. And I feel like every night after dinner by like 9:30, I'm honestly ready for bed. But there's so much to do at nighttime, it makes me wish like I personally could stay up longer to enjoy doing these nighttime activities without being so exhausted. Because it's like I have such a bad case of FOMO, so I don't want you to go downstairs without me, but like you're not ready to go to bed at 9:45 like I am. And I mean, tonight the comedy show doesn't even start till 11:15, so it's hard because I've been more of like an early to bed person, but there's a lot of stuff at night that like I want to experience. And then also I regret not booking an excursion here at the Bahamas because I feel like as unique as it was just to kind of like walk around, look at the shops, that only held our attention for so long. And I think, you know, we could have done something better with our day. I mean, it was a beautiful day and we got lots of pool time in, but I wish we could have done an excursion here. All right, your turn. What has been your favorite and your least favorite part about this trip?
So I guess my favorite would probably also be Coco Cay. It's interesting because for me, I did Coco Cay before they had all of this new stuff there, even like the water park. I feel like when we went so many years ago, all it was like the beach. And I know that it was kind of just the beach when we went, but it was like, you have the water park. It just felt way more advanced, and I thought that was awesome. And so I think that's been really cool to not feel like doing Coco Cay in the future feels like a waste. When I saw it on our itinerary for this cruise, I was like, oh, like I didn't love Coco Cay last time we went, and I didn't love Nassau, but I was like, it kind of fits our schedule and everything lined up. So I think Coco Cay being a good port is a huge plus, and I think like I'm just really excited about that. And then I think my least favorite is the smoking sections that I've noticed around the ship. So they have one that you have to walk through by the pool, and you don't necessarily have to walk through it, but like we've walked through it a number of times, and I'm like, oh geez. And then there's the casino right to like the butt of where we go in for our food, for our dining hall. So like it's right next to it, and I feel like every single time we walk by that, I just get like that huge whiff of like that thick smoke. So I think those two things would be the only thing that I feel like were kind of a bummer, but at the end of the day, it didn't take that much away from the cruise. I'm having a good time. The weather turned out to be a lot better than we thought it was going to be. And honestly, I feel like this ship has been fantastic. I do wish, out of all the Oasis classes, this is the only one that doesn't have a water slide. Didn't know that until today. I would have loved to have like a little mini water park or water slide on here. But overall, it's been a good time. And I don't think I could really complain about much else. Officially heading to dinner for the last time. Deck 4. We always go to the left because we're actually just around here. But here we go. Final dinner. So it looks like a lot of people are missing tonight. So behind Nicole, you can see kind of missing there. And then all the way in back there, a lot of tables are missing tonight. Final dinner here. It is Bon Voyage with the chef's recommendation of the Mediterranean tapas medley, the braised lamb, and the crema catalana, I believe, which reminds me a lot of a creme brulee. You can see the waves tonight out there.
Thank you.
So tonight, I didn't love any of the options. The one thing I might have got was what Nicole got, which was like a Mediterranean tapas style, and it looked kind of fun, but I don't really eat salad, so I think I would have tried the hummus. But the last time I tried hummus, I didn't like any of it, right?
You did not
We did
like
the
the hummus.
sampler in Epcot, I think.
Yeah.
So I just went back to the French onion soup for now. How was that?
The Greek salad's very nice. It's like no lettuce, just toppings, which is good, and it's dressed well. I'll have to try the tzatziki and the hummus and see how that goes, but the salad's refreshing.
So I just tried the hummus with the pita bread. I actually thought it was pretty good. I think there's a lot of flavor in that hummus. It feels like a really smooth hummus. What do you think?
I think this has been probably the best appetizer I've had so far. Granted, I did like the Caesar salad twice, and it was good. But I think like I personally enjoy like Greek Mediterranean food. The hummus has tons of flavor. The tzatziki is really good. The pita bread's soft. This has been my favorite thing, appetizer-wise, so far, hands down.
I went ahead and did the marinated steak. They said it's the same steak they've been using all week, which is like that New York strip, but we have a chimichurri sauce, and the sides are a little different. Nicole, we got a little crazy and went with the pork chop there.
The lamb chop.
Oh, lamb chop, that's right.
Mediterranean menu.
Yeah, so a lamb chop of it. Yeah, pork chop. We had pork chop yesterday.
Now your waiters and assistant waiters have planned a surprise for you. As the lights get dim, I would recommend you take out your mobile phone and put on your flashlights, because your waiters and assistant waiters are bringing you the Neil Diamond of Allure of the Seas to make sure that your dinner and your cruise ends sweet.
We are right next to Dazzles to go listen to some music, but just to review food tonight, how did you feel about tonight? Because I think you were kind of mentioning you really liked it.
I did. I definitely think tonight was my favorite of the nights. I did like the Mediterranean Greek salad with like the hummus and the tzatziki for the appetizer, and it was absolutely delicious. My only complaint was it was a little olive-y tasting to me, and I don't do olives. But I think it was like in like an olive juice, but olives are like the symbol of Greece, so I can't even blame them. And then I did the lamb for dinner with like a bean dish and potatoes, and it was amazing. Easily like my favorite dinner by far, everything else we've had. The only thing was the dessert. It was like a chocolate cherry tart. And I was like, ooh, like I like chocolate, I like cherries, but they were maraschino cherries. And like, I don't know your opinions, maybe like let us know your thoughts. But maraschino cherries are not a fruit in my mind. Like, they're not even real. They're like a dessert.
So biting into this bright red maraschino cherry dessert was just kind of odd for me. But everything else was fantastic, and tonight was my favorite meal, hands down.
Definitely yesterday was mine for the Caribbean dish, but I did like everything tonight. I think we kind of went over most of it. I do think that our entrees were fantastic tonight, and the desserts were a little kind of off, but that's okay. For the most part, I felt like I would give the overall dining experience probably like a 7.5 out of 10, which I feel like is pretty good for a cruise. Now we're only gonna hang out in here for a little bit. We haven't come into Dazzles yet, so just gonna wait, listen to a little bit of music, and then I think we're gonna go play some mini golf, check out the adult comedy show, as I'm just kind of showing you around in here a little bit. With that though, I do want to say if you guys are enjoying today's video, or if you enjoyed any of our cruise content recently, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you are enjoying today's video, please give it a thumbs up. It does help out immensely. Now we're gonna go ahead and wait. I'm hoping to hear some Guardians of the Galaxy music for a little bit before we head back out. It did drop in temperature a little bit. I think we're right around 68, 69 degrees right now, so the temperature is dropping. Thankfully, we had some nice warm days at our ports this week though. They were a little loud inside of Dazzles. A few of the places we have been just a little loud. We did end up going back to the room and packing for just a few, but we are now heading over to the Amber Theater to watch the comedy show, which pretty sure I cannot show you guys that, so we'll have to just do a little review afterward. But I don't think we're gonna be able to mini golf either, because we had to pack and I think it's closed. Here are our spots right now. It's actually filled up a lot more than I thought it was going to. I think we probably could have gone upstairs and gotten a pretty decent spot too. Either way, I always like being kind of close to the stage when possible. So here we go. We'll let you know what we think about the comedy show here. Last one of the cruise, our last show of the cruise. We have finished our comedy show and it's pitch black outside. As we are cleaning up, how did you like the comedy?
It was good. I liked it. It wasn't raunchy, which I always appreciate. It was just funny. And I liked the second guy more than the first.
Did you?
I did,
Oh,
yeah.
I like the first guy more.
Okay, I feel like I heard people saying that. I liked the second guy.
Oh.
But it was good. I'm glad we went to it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was about an hour long. Honestly, it was like good comedy. So appreciate a good show. But now we got to finish up packing. You can see we've actually done a pretty good job so far. We have to clean out a few more things. Need to not forget our wallets and stuff inside of the safe. And then we deboard tomorrow. Bright and early. Bright and early.
And that is all she wrote. It is now the morning of our departure. You can see people are leaving through the gangway. And we are back in Florida. Dang. Look at the rush of people coming out. It took us probably 20 minutes to get down here. How busy the elevators were. And we are officially onto the gangway. It took a little while, very, very busy. There we go. Nicole and I were trying to guess whether or not this ship is going out today or if it's docked here until like tomorrow or something, because I don't know how long it takes to turn around. But I feel like you can start boarding ships at like 10 a.m. So I'm like, do they have enough time in like basically an hour to let everybody come in as well as deboard? I don't think so. But I don't know. If you guys know, let me know. How long is the turnaround time? So there are a lot of people in this line over here to the right. But if you have passports, you can do this one. So we're gonna do the passport because it's significantly less time. And we are ending where we started, in the parking lot. There it is. Goodbye, Allure of the Seas.
Goodbye.
It's all over. Did you have a good time?
I had such a wonderful time.
And that is going to do it here. Perfect day at Coco Cay. Fantastic. Nassau needs a little work on our part, I think, to figure out how to make that work. Traveling the sail day, or at sea day rather, was fantastic. Everything was so good. And I do want to say thank you again for tagging along on this cruise vlog, or cruising vlogs, as we have now finished up our final day and we are now heading back home. If you guys did enjoy this type of content, please again consider subscribing to the channel. We will see you guys in the next video. Take care.